Hi everyone, it's David Bratanek with Coldwell Banker Southwest Realty. Today we're going to talk about the final video in the series, and that is closing day. So this is the day where you pay for the house and you get your keys. It's very exciting, but it also can be very stressful. It doesn't necessarily have to be, and after you've gone through it more than once, you understand, but it can be stressful, especially for first-time home buyers or move-up buyers, and I'll explain that in a second. So what happens basically is you've already signed all the paperwork, you've done your final walkthrough, we talked about that in the previous video, but now's the day of closing, so it's up to the lawyers. We don't know what time during the day you're going to close. That depends on how quickly the lawyer can get things done and how quickly the bank is, frankly, at sending over the money. If the bank takes a long time to send it, you might be closing later in the afternoon. The earliest I've had a closing was about 9:45 in the morning, and the latest was basically right at 5 p.m. And so those are the kind of the window. That being said, the majority of closings probably happen early afternoon, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Those are the times when we see the vast majority of houses close. So if you are planning on moving in on the day of closing, you should be planning on the fact that you might not get the keys until 5 p.m. That's a real possibility. Sometimes closings are delayed till the next day and then the lawyers have to deal with that. That's kind of rare, but it does happen, so it's something to be aware of, and we can talk about that on a case-by-case basis. But in general, we don't know what time it's going to close. So if you're moving in that day, it's best to plan on moving in that night rather than during the day. You won't have the keys most likely at 9 o'clock in the morning and be ready to go. Now, if you're buying and selling on the same day, so let's say you've got a house that you're selling and it closes on a Thursday and you're buying the next house on a Thursday, you need the money to come in from your buyer to buy your house, close that deal out, then the money gets transferred to the seller of the house that you're purchasing, and then that deal gets closed out, and then you get the keys from there. So that can take some time. So don't expect that it's going to be a matter of that you're going to get your keys to your new house and be able to move this stuff out of your current house into the new one. Your house is most likely going to close earlier, unless there's a weird situation, which does happen. But typically that's the way it is. And so, just be prepared for that. Moving on the day of closing can be a challenge. The other thing to consider too is what day of the week you're going to close. We would have dealt with this when the offer was done, but basically a lot of lawyers have asked that we start to try to close on Thursday instead of Friday. Because so many deals close on Friday, it can become very hectic for them, and so that can cause more delayed closings with lawyers just not being able to get the work done. It's rare, but it does happen. The other thing is too, if you do have a delayed closing and you're closing on a Thursday, now you need 1 day to close. So you can close the next day. Most of the time, it's a matter of there's just not enough time in the day and things get pushed to the next day. And it's a quick closing in the morning, but it's easy and it's stress-free. But if you have a Friday closing and that happens, now you have to wait till the Monday. So we try to avoid Fridays if we can. I realize that everybody's situation is different and some people just physically can't do it or financially can't do it or whatever the case may be. But we do try to close on Thursday if possible. I find it just has made things more simple for the lawyers and for me. So anyway, that's the day of closing, and thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe if you'd like to hear more from me. If you have comments, please leave them in the comment section below or contact me. All of my contact information is beside me and below me in the description. Have a great day.